We did it, guys. We did it. 8 seconds, Spider 25. Let's go. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So as you can see, we've officially hit the world record of Spider stage 25 of 8 seconds, lightning fast run. And we used 2 Theodores, 1 Temesia, and 1 Sisia. But before we get into the composition and show more of the run, I do want to give a huge shout out to my friend and clan leader Infinite for giving me the guidance to build this composition. Basically, the speed that would be required, and super big brain Infinite. He's made so many past compositions with world record speedruns, and the original Spider 13 seconds that I did before where I hit that world record, that was actually also Infinite's blueprint of the team setup and everything. So huge shout out to Infinite. Thank you so much for giving me the guidance and help to build this composition. I kept asking him, what should I do to change this around, and he kept telling me to switch this and whatnot. So yeah, huge credit. All the credit goes to Infinite for sure. But yeah, you do need these champions that are not easy to get if you want to make this composition work, right? You need 2 Theodores, 1 Sisia, and Temesia. And right now, Theodore is one of the most highly sought after champions in the game. There was recently a tournament that involved him, and yeah, he's really insane. Arguably one of the best PvE champions in the game right now. But yeah, but the gear requirement for this team is super easy. You don't even need anybody booked or mastered really. So that's how easy this composition can be. So I do want to go over the composition here as far as the gear and whatnot, so let's go. Alright, so we have my first Theodore here, and I do originally have him built in a regeneration set because I use him in my speed dragon composition and speed ice golem composition, but I took off one of the regeneration pieces because I didn't want that animation to have any, I guess, like any millisecond effect to add on any animation. So I took that off of him completely. But I do have him at speed of 167, and ideally for this composition you want to have everybody between 151 speed and 179 speed, I believe. I think that's the mark. But yeah, we have Theodore. The first one is at 167 speed, and for these skills I do have a fully booked out, but it's not necessary, especially when you're going to use the HP burn and poison explosion here. You would only want to book if you want to use the rest of his abilities, which is fantastic. So yeah, this is just the cooldowns here, and it pops off automatically. And for the masteries here, I do have him built with Oppressor, but this didn't really matter much in this run because I actually used another Theodore without any masteries here. So you can actually go with no masteries if you want to. And for the second Theodore here, we have him at 159 speed, and he has no skill books, no masteries at all, and he's pretty much just naked here, as you can see. And for the next champion here we're going to talk about is Temesia. And again, Temesia is practically naked in a sense, right? So the speed is the main thing we want to focus on, along with the accuracy, of course, because you want to make sure you land those stuns and those HP burns if you can. But 168 speed is what I have her at, and a decent amount of accuracy. This is a bit overkill. You can probably stop at 235, but the more there is like a drop off with the accuracy where you don't really gain as much at all, and 235 is the most sufficient mark. So that is pretty much all you need for Temesia. So her I do have fully booked out because you want to make sure you land this 100%, and yeah, that's pretty much it here. HP burn, the stun, and then the masteries here, none required at all. And if you guys notice here, I have 3 of my champions at rank 5 and not even fully ascended at all. So if I could probably go with this Theodore also at rank 5 with no ascension also. And for the last champion we're going to talk about here is the Sisia. So Sisia, originally when Infinite made this composition on another account, he did it with 3 Theodores, and Theodore has a super fast animation, like lightning quick. And I wasn't sure if I could get it done with a Sisia, but having her go last, it actually kind of works out because the animation kind of stops at a certain point already as far as the time. So the animation will still go through as long as the time is stopped at the 8-second mark, and sometimes it'll go to 9 seconds as well, but yeah, it works out this way. So for her skills, or for her speed we have 151 speed. That is the minimum mark you want to have at the speed. And for the accuracy here, we have no accuracy at all if possible. And the reason for this is because I originally did have some accuracy on her, but her landing the weekend on some of the spiderlings made the run kind of unstable. So making her accuracy really low so that she doesn't really land weekends it really does help out when you go into this A2 right here, because 100% chance to place 25% weekend debuff, and also instantly activates HP burns debuffs on each target, right? So ideally you don't want to have accuracy to land this, but you don't need accuracy to detonate. So that's pretty much the idea here. And for the masteries, not required at all. So that's pretty much the run, pretty straightforward. There's nothing much to it. So let's get into the run then. So the team's preset here we have going is, so for Temesia here, who's going to be going first at 168 speed, we have her going into A2, which is going to apply the HP burns for 3 turns and also stun. And for the second champion here is going to be Theodore right after Temesia at 167 speed, and all we're focusing on is a detonating. And for the third champion and second Theodore, he's going to be following afterward at 159 speed, and same thing, just detonating the A3, and that's pretty much it. And for the Sisia, same thing, 151 speed following after the Theodore and detonating, and that's it. So we have AoE HP burn applying, and then we have detonate, detonate, detonate. So nuke, 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 done. And that's pretty much the run. And in case you're wondering, there's no such thing as round 2 and round 3 in spiders. So on to the runs. Let's do, hopefully we can get some 8-second runs on here as we do this now. One more thing. The reason why you don't want to have aura in the beginning or lead is because they apply accuracy, and you don't want accuracy for Sisia like I mentioned earlier. So please, can we get 8 seconds? I know we have it recording, but it could happen because the recording software could make it a little slower. But I don't want to make excuses. Come on. Oh, okay, we didn't make it this mark. Yeah, it didn't work out. So this is not a perfect team that'll run all the time, and this is more for the 8-second world record. If you want to make a composition, I'll show you after this run or a little bit after that there's actually a 100% team you can make with this same composition, just adding in slightly different champions here. But let's do it again. For the 8 seconds, come on, we have to land all the AHP burns. That's the mark. Okay, we landed it. We missed one, so they're not going to get it here. Yeah, so there's going to be a fail again, I think. Yeah, it's going to be a fail again. All right, come on. Come on. Okay, let me just end it here. I want to show the 8-second that we did before. Okay, once again, we got to learn HP burn, and we all got it all applied, so this should be good. There we go. There we go, 8 seconds. So as long as the HP burn lands on everybody, then that's the mark. That's pretty much it. So that's all you gotta do to hit 8 seconds. And now I do want to show you a 100% composition of 10 seconds. And it's actually a 95% win rate of 10-second team and a 5% win rate of 9-second team. So it'll go one or the other, but yeah, so this is going to be basically a 100% 10-second run in a sense, but sometimes we will get 9 seconds. So hopefully we get it right here. And this composition is, the reason why it's so efficient is because Ignatius is always going to land AoE HP burn no matter what, because he can't be resisted. So it's always the same team, same run basically. So 10 seconds here. Let's run it again. Maybe we get 9 seconds on this one. Just barely missed the mark. But yeah, that's pretty much the composition here. So that's pretty much the rundown of the compositions. And once again, I do want to mention that the world record teams in general, all world record teams, they're usually unstable teams because you're trying to have all the stars align for everything to go perfectly, and then you're able to hit that fastest mark possible. So this is a showcase for the fastest team for the world record, that is, and it's able to hit that mark with what I showed you. But once again, I showed you the second team that is a 100% 10-second team as well. So once again, I do want to give you a huge shout out to my friend and clan leader Infinite for helping me put together this composition. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys enjoy my content, and if you do, please make sure to subscribe, hit that like button, and I'll see you all in the next video.